Hey guys, welcome to Cap Campers. We on a mission. Now today we are taking off these decals off our 30-foot Regal Prowler travel trailer. We hate decals and they had to go. Every last stripe has to go. We use a product called Graphics Off. Check it out in the left hand corner right there. When you contact them, let them know Cap Ken sent you. They'll take care of you. But let's take a quick look at this finished look. Nice. Alrighty guys, don't laugh at our paint process, but we're painting outside. We're going to paint the exterior of our Regal Prowler here. Once we get all the stripes off, we sanded the whole thing down with 220 grit sandpaper. We're just going for it. We're just painting outside, wind blowing, buzz, getting in the paint, everything. But we think we did an overall great job. So we did our RV in jet black, and again we want it to look like the truck. The gloss black, the silver trim. So here we are right now. And it came out pretty good for my first paint job. I think anyway. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of painters be like, "Ew, that's a horrible job." I did it. It's free. It only cost me some paint. Let me show you. You got to add some metallic sprinkles. Here we go. Metallic clear. And you're gonna add a little sparkles to it. So this is what we're about to do right now. Now with the metallic sprinkles, we went over the whole vehicle about 3 times to achieve the look that we're looking for. So we think it turned out great. Tell us what you think in the comments. And don't forget, that was our first time. Just like putting on these stripes is our first time. We don't like stripes, but we like that this gives it a pop in color, so it breaks up that black. And we're also going to paint our propane tank holders a loud lime green to add that extra color to break up some of that black. Now, before COVID destroyed our business, we used to have a mobile print service where we printed banners, t-shirts, those sort of things. So now we're going to use our leftover equipment to create our own banner. Check it out, check it out. Cap Ken. Now that we finished our banner, let's move to interior painting. We had to pull out our contractor's spray gun for this job because this was a pretty big job and we wanted to hit every corner, every nook and cranny. So we pulled out the contractor's spray gun. So we decided to go with different shades of gray. The base is going to be a light gray that's going to go on everything. Trim and cabinets are going to be a medium gray, and bottom cabinets are going to be a dark gray. So check out the process. Now, when it came to the flooring, that's where it got difficult. Because the previous person had put this down with some industrial glue or something that we had to use an air chisel to get this stuff off the ground. But after that, so we went with a 100% waterproof laminate flooring that locked, or that interlocked by a tongue and groove, and just used a little hammer to bang down the edges to make it snap into place and stand there permanently. This was the easy process. All you need is a razor blade and a hammer, and you can fly with it. I mean, I did this floor in probably an hour, hour and a half. That's probably a lie. It probably took me 2 days. But either way, it's not such a hard process. Now, the wife and I have been watching a lot of epoxy countertop videos and decided to give it a try in this vehicle. So we cleaned it up real good, and we decided to use a wallpaper as a base instead of trying to get all these little fancy squirrels going. So we laid the wallpaper down, stuck it to it, trimmed it up perfectly. And then we came back with the epoxy. Now the epoxy is a super clear epoxy, and it's a 50-50 mixture. Once you do the mixture, you stir it up real good, real good until it starts getting warm, and then you just go ahead and pour it onto your surface. We actually use brushes to spread it out to all the areas, and it's self-leveling, so it will level itself. So yes, you can use a brush. The biggest thing is to make sure you have a heat gun to help blow out the bubbles. Wait about a half an hour afterwards. Then you would want to wipe down the edges with a brush. Lightly brush it off, the little drip parts, so that you can have a nice clean finish when it completely dries. Now onto the AC install. We had a brand new roof liner put on here, so now we have to put our brand new AC unit on here. So it wasn't as difficult as most people make it sound if most stuff is already in place. The wiring was already in place, so we just needed to make the main connection with the wire, bolt down the unit, and then put the cover onto the unit with the filter.
We're on a mission. We're on a mission. We're on a mission. We're on a mission.
Now we did have one leaky window, or at least I thought it was leaky, but the previous person filled this window with a lot of silicone, so we had to peel our silicone off and create a new seal ourselves. The window has been fine since we replaced the sealant. Now let's put some tint on these windows. We're installing 5% limo tint that blocks out 99% of the sun rays. So we had to tint over 20 windows in this RV, so it took some time to get this completed, but once it was done, it was amazing. Now this RV is black, but let me tell you this, it does not create more heat on the inside. It is insulated between like 2 or 3 inch wood or whatever they had in between these walls, but the black on the outside does not affect anything on the inside. So when it comes to the water system, we lost most of those videos. So only thing we're doing now is connecting the drains and hooking up our water drip system. So advice, get you a good full water filtration system that covers your whole van or your RV. It is definitely needed. Now on to the bathroom. We had to scrub down and wipe down all the shower walls because we came back with some tub and tile paint that we got from Amazon. I'll post that in the description window below. But you have to remove all the hardware, sand it down, and then you can paint. Do not use a roller like we did. Use an actual feathered brush. Okay? Well, not a feathered brush. Just use a brush. Roller, it was breaking off, chipping off on the paint. We had to wipe it down and paint again. So lesson learned, don't use the roller. So then we're installing the sink, and we also had to create some custom shelves for the sink. For some reason, we threw away all the shelves when we took them out. That wasn't a good idea. We could have just painted them. So, to save money, paint. Don't build. As I stated earlier, we did lose a bunch of building videos. So, we're just filling it up with some B-reel stuff. So here we are putting together our furniture. We're getting close to the end here. Actually, this is the end because we're just putting the furniture in now and we are good to go. We got something coming up for you. We're going to do a full tour of the completed project.
Since we both work from home, we had to have his and her workstations where we have dual desks and monitors. We also added family photos to give our space some personality. The living room has 2 large windows that are adorned with colorful drapes and beautiful lighting. Next up is our small library that I plan on adding some titles to in the near future. On the walls, we have some one-of-a-kind paintings by yours truly. The couch is both comfortable and functional. It serves as a full-size bed, and the ottoman is also used for storage. The sign, the home of the free because of the brave, shows homage to our son who's in the Army. The fireplace keeps us nice and cozy on those cold nights. We also have painted a textured wall which holds some of our wall art. Next up is the bedroom, which is stylish and functional. There is storage above the bed as well as on both sides. We have closet space everywhere, it seems like. The bed is comfy, and under the bed has storage. You know a girl needs her shoes. Along with a nice sized TV and a ceiling fan to keep us cool at night. We also have drawers on both sides of the beds. Check out the kitchen with the large TV and a good amount of countertop space. Lots of cabinet space, a microwave, a full-size fridge, more cabinet space for pots and pans. Our kitchen sink has a faucet that has 2 settings that can be used to wash dishes, as you can see. We also have a rack that can be used to store our mugs. Onto the bathroom. Can I say compact but mighty, with a shower, toilet, cabinet space, and sink. The bathroom faucet also can move from left to right, which actually comes in handy from time to time, believe it or not. Track lighting was installed in the living room area. This is our privacy screen that doubles as a movie screen on those nights we just want to cozy up and watch a movie. My favorite movie is The Wiz. What is yours? I hope you have enjoyed this tour of our RV. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us for more adventures.
We're on a mission. We're on a mission. We're on a mission.